Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, I have a bookshelf behind me and I'm actually in my grandparents' house. We've kind of like left a lot of their stuff as it was and my mom just lives here, so it's nice to come back and look at their stuff and reminisce. This is the house they had when I was a kid, when I was like a little kid. So it's really pretty here. I decided to come here today. It's very quiet and go through some old memories, reminisce on some books from my childhood. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have read a lot of these books, and I'm in my mid-30s. So, you'll know like what time, generation I'm from anyway when I show you these. So I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the books that I'm going to show you from when I was a kid. So some of these are like pretty beat up, because I was a kid and my brother and sister read them too, so they're all destroyed. But I found our old copy of Lord of the Rings. So this is hilarious. This is what the first one looks like, because of course this is before the movies came out. So Gandalf looks awesome. Frodo kind of looks like, he looks like he's a hobbit. The Two Towers. I'm guessing it looks like Gimli and Legolas. Because they're like friends, right? And they're friends in the book. And this must be Aragorn, I guess. They did a good job of casting in the movies compared to, I don't know what this thing is, but so I just need to do a little shout out to my sister really quick, because she does watch my videos, and if you're watching this right now, I know you're totally gonna flip because I'm about to show a bunch of books from our childhood, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna make you feel real weird. It's making me feel all kinds of stuff right now. So this was the series that I read. It was called Pony Pals. I remember these books because I used to be obsessed with horses and unicorns. That hasn't changed. I'm still obsessed with horses and unicorns. I used to ride. One of my friends had horses and we would ride. And I took lessons for a while, but I've never had a horse. And I became an adult. And for some reason, after I became an adult, I was like deathly allergic to horses and cats and most animals. It's weird, even a lot of dogs. I never used to be. I remember this, and this girl's like holding her head, and as a kid, I was just devastated. Looking at it now, it makes me want to vomit. But Pony Pals Can Pony Pals rescue the pony in time? And they do. I just want to put your mind at ease. So that was like my favorite when I was really young, like 7, 8. Is that young? I don't know anymore. And this is the Indian in the cupboard. It's like bent because I think it had some water damage. But I loved this book. I think I want to read it again. I used to love it, and the thought of like my toys coming alive was like a dream come true as a kid. You just want all your toys to be alive, and you just want like a million pets and animals. I don't know if all kids do, but me and my sister did. We both are like obsessed with animals and like the environment and all that stuff. So we had some Berenstain Bears books. Berenstain. I don't know how to say it. Berenstain. For some reason, the Berenstain Bears is what I used to say, and my parents used to say that too, but that's not how you say it, I don't think. And I don't know how to say it. We had like all these. Remember the Clubhouse one where there was like a No Girls Allowed? That was like the whole book. Oh my God. I loved these. They're awesome. I don't know if you guys remember these. Also, these critter books. They're called like Little Critter. We had also like all of these. So, oh my God. Reminiscing. This is going to make me real sad. Oh my God, Jennifer. Remember this? And then Clifford books. We also had a lot of these. These are just the ones like I remember really well. Like half of this book is like the little girl having a dream about Clifford. It's so weird. They like did their Easter baskets. So I'm gonna save a couple for the end because I might read one of them. Oh my God. I might read a couple. This just looks really old. I don't know if you guys remember Highlights. Like games and puzzles, stories. And there's zoo books. All in very, very pristine condition. I think my brother collected these. Either my sister did too, or she was just like really into them. Because I remember her reading these a lot. And then the last little magazine subscription that I remember is Ranger Rick. Again, we loved animals, are obsessed with them still. So, adorable. This is The Giver. I think I read this in like middle school, and I loved it. Super weird. I loved this book. I saw the movie a couple years ago, and if you like that movie, it's totally fine. I didn't think it was very good. It didn't represent the book. I guess it didn't represent how I felt about the book, which doesn't mean that someone else can't like it, you know. I thought this was really weird because we read this and it looks like an animal chewed this up, and it's been like taped. I don't know why it hasn't just been thrown away, but my sister and I are very like nostalgic about things. We hold on to a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't. It's also been chewed. Oh, this just comes out. It's also been severely chewed by, it looks like, a dog. The pictures are super weird. Oh my god, Jennifer. Wow. So, might have to do some work on Hansel and Gretel. Next, we have The Jungle Book, which we had a bunch of like Disney books. There's like scribbling on them. It was probably me. I was a little shit when I was a kid. You know, it's just like The Jungle Book. Although these wolves look really sad, which is bumming me out. And that one looks like the wolf from The Sword and Stone. It's a great movie. This I remember very well. Like all these, they're called Little Golden Books. I don't know if you guys ever read these, had any of these. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna read that one. So this is Chipmunks ABC. And it's not like the chipmunks, it's just like a chipmunk. Look, it's catching butter. Oh my god, look at this little rabbit. He's so excited. Oh, that is adorable. Like, just like the pictures are so cute and like classic. Very cute. Let's see. Like this book. Very like shoots me back into time. Probably my sister too. And it's got really bright pages, like really old feeling, classic. I don't know. There's something about like old children's books that just feel different, like in the pages. So crazy. This is The Day of the Dinosaur. And it's like Day of the Dinosaur. Yeah. Super cool looking. I wish I could read all of these, but they might be like reading like so many kids books might get kind of boring. But if you guys ever want me to read a bunch of kids books, just let me know. I'm gonna make a video reading Dr. Seuss books because that was a request, so that will be coming up soon. So that is one time I'll be reading kids books, but I don't mind. I enjoy them. This book also makes me want to vomit because I just have like crazy memories about it. Oh my god. This book is adorable, and it's about this little duckling learning how to swim. And he's afraid of the water. He can't swim. So his mom ties a magic string to his leg and says that as long as he has the string on, he won't go under. And then he is swimming and swimming and then realizes the string is gone and starts like flipping out. So cute. And then he can just swim. That's pretty much the book. But we used to love this book when I was a kid. And the little duck. I remember from when I was a kid, the house on East 88th Street, and there's like an alligator or something. He's right there. But it's a book about an alligator getting into trouble. And then at the end they're like afraid of it. And gets them Turkish caviar. Look how it turns out pretty good at the end, looks like. Turkish caviar. I remember this vaguely. The next, ooh. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a really old book. This book, I remember perfectly. Everything about it. I used to read this book again and again and again. And Jennifer, you know what I'm talking about. We've talked about it though. You can always like see her underwear. She's just a little hellion. She is though. Wow. Maybe I'll read this to you guys sometime. Really is bringing back some memories, and the pictures are really funny. I don't know if you guys remember the Eloise books. So, at the very end here, I'm going to read a couple of my favorite books. I'll start with this one. This one's called The Little Red Caboose. The little red caboose always came last. First came the big black engine, puffing and chuffing. Then came the boxcars. Then the oil cars, then the coal cars. Then the flat cars. Sometimes they were switched around in different ways, but the little red caboose always came last. Boys and girls waved at the big black engine. They listened to the boxcars and the oil cars and the coal cars and the flat cars go clickety-clack. But by the time the little red caboose came along, the boys and girls were turning away because the little red caboose always came last. "Oh, smoke," said the little red caboose. "I wish I were a flat car or a coal car or an oil car or a box car so boys and girls would wave at me. How I wish I were a big black engine puffing and chuffing way up at the front of the train, but I'm just a little old red caboose. Nobody cares for me." One day, the train started up a mountain. Up went the big black engine. Up went the boxcars. Up went the oil cars. Up went the coal cars. Up went the flat cars. Up went the little red caboose. "Hang on tight, little caboose," called the flat car. "This is a long, tall mountain, and you are the last car on the train." "Don't I know it?" sighed the little red caboose. "Poor me." The train went slower and slower and slower. Soon it was hardly moving. It looked as if that train would not get up the mountain. Are these Indians? It's not an offensive portrayal. It's just like different times, you know? "Look out, little caboose," called the flat car. "The train is starting to slip back down this long, tall mountain." "Not if I can help it," said the little red caboose. And he slammed on his brakes and he held tight to the tracks and he kept that train from sliding down the mountain. That looks like an environmental hazard. Then, bump! The little red caboose felt something push him from behind. It was two big black engines. They pushed the train to the top of the mountain. "We couldn't have done it," said the big black engines, "if it had not been for the little red caboose." Everyone cheered, and the little red caboose nearly burst with pride. Now children wave at the big black engine and at all the cars. But they saved their biggest waves for the little red caboose because the little red caboose saved the train. It's got a little like wreath on it. Well, that was adorable, simple, but the message is clear. Don't be a dick to the little guy, because he might save your ass someday. I saved this for last because it's like one of my favorites, and it's called I Am a Bunny. Oh, probably gonna like pee my pants during this book because it's so cute. Belongs to my sister. Really cute little kid writing. I am a bunny. My name is Nicholas. I live in a hollow tree. God, I love this book. In the summer, I like to lie in the sun and watch the birds. And I like to watch the frogs in the pond. I blow the dandelion seeds into the air. In the fall, I like to watch the leaves falling from the trees. And when the winter comes, I watch the snow falling from the sky. I love that one. Then I curl up in my hollow tree and dream about spring. I feel like really this book is just for the adorable illustrations. This one is probably the best. It's like my favorite kids book, and I think probably my sister's too, honestly. So thanks for joining me today to look through some of my nostalgic books, and we did a little reading too, which was nice. So I hope you got to relax, maybe got some rest,